Good afternoon and welcome to the Midday News for Wednesday, February 11. I'm Carrie Simpson. A special welcome to our viewers on YouTube, TVJ International in the Cayman Islands, and online at onespotmedia.com. Here's what we have in the bulletin.
Telecommunications Minister Darrell Vaz clarifies Auditor General's report on Starlink devices. 24-year-old soldier killed in gun attack along Waltham Park. And later in sports, Sunshine Girls are swept 3-0 by Australia.
Now the details. To begin this afternoon, Telecommunications Minister Darrell Vaz has sought to clarify his rejection to the Auditor General's report, which stated that he breached procurement rules in the purchase of Starlink devices. He made the clarification at Wednesday's post-cabinet press briefing.
I wish to make it abundantly clear my respect for the Auditor General's department and the Auditor General and the work it is mandated to do. But I maintain this is a national disaster. Extreme times require practical and prudent actions. And as a senior legislator and minister of government, I am always reminded that I'm under duty to uphold the Constitution and laws of Jamaica, for which I fully respect.
When asked if he now accepts that he breached the procurement guidelines, he had this response.
My position is very simple. I'm justifying my position while basically paying respect to the AG's department and her for her job that she does, because I do not wish to become in a controversial position with any agency of government. My position remains that I justified today why I did it, because I believe it's important to clear the noise so that people hear from me directly as to the position that I have taken. It's a very simple position.
A 24-year-old soldier was shot and killed during a gun attack along Stephen Lane in Kingston 13 Tuesday night. Dead is Daniel Crawford of Bryant's District in Spalding, Clarendon. A policeman who was traveling with the soldier escaped being seriously wounded after also coming under attack. The police say the officer shot one of the gunmen after the man pointed a firearm at him. The gunman was shot multiple times but managed to escape. The police say the cop was also shot at by a group of men in the community, but he managed to elude them. He was assisted by other officers who returned with him to the area. The body of a male washed ashore in Farm District, Westmoreland, Tuesday evening. He has been identified as 51-year-old Franklin Thorpe of Cullendon District, White House in the parish. Reports are that a child was walking his dog along the beach when he pounced upon the body. The child then went and alerted others. The police were later summoned. The police say the man was seen early Tuesday morning walking in the community, or rather the neighboring community. His body was later found around 6:30 p.m., partially submerged into the shoreline. When TVJ News visited the area, the man had what appeared to be bruises on his face. The police are investigating. Over in St. Mary, amid rising crime, the police have imposed curfews in sections of Boscobel, Stewarttown, Robbins Bay, Freehill, Oxford and Geddestown. The curfews, which began at 6 p.m. Tuesday, will remain in effect until 6 p.m. Thursday. The Jamaica Constabulary Force says the measures follow ongoing feuds, heightened unrest and criminal activity within the affected communities. Residents are required to remain indoors during the curfew hours unless otherwise authorized by the police. The JCF says the operations are ongoing, or rather are aimed at restoring order and maintaining public safety. Residents in St. Thomas are expressing satisfaction over the construction of a new bypass road after learning that a long-anticipated bridge project will not be completed anytime soon. The bypass is being built as a temporary alternative route, but commuters say conditions on the existing bridge that connects several communities have deteriorated rapidly.
I have a house right next to from the bridge, and it's closed. We have to go all around to Yalas come up artists to reach here and really hackling. A lot of people are suffer through time. Some people don't have the bus fare to pay the extra.
Because the school picking them to go across with the whole day, was a danger. So this is a good help to them. And me have my farm upland the way, and me have to drive way around again. So this is a good shortcut road.
And although the bypass provides short-term relief, one resident is warning the authorities tasked with constructing the new bridge they must not grow complacent.
We want this bypass to be eternal. We want it to be an ease for them for a period of time that it must be specified as to when the bridge itself will be corrected for the persons to have the ease of traffic going forward.
To a TVJ News update now about a single father's struggle to get his 3 special needs sons assessed and into school. A philanthropist from St. Elizabeth has stepped in to help, even as he appeals for the government and local doctors to get the medical attention the boys need. Krista Campbell has this update.
I know that things is going to turn for the better.
We caught up with a single father, Delroy Britton, and his 3 special needs sons at the Mandeville Regional Hospital in Manchester. A second time interviewing him, and he's thankful for the help he's received so far. But his challenges have only worsened as it relates to his children.
First one was sick before, and I was planning to bring him to the hospital, but the last one he had a problem, and I went to give them a bath and was coming down from somewhere, and the second one slipped, stepped back way and fell, and it broke his jawbone, and his hand was broken. Just coming out of the hospital, I spent 8 days with 2 of them, because the second one, he also did have the fever, and it gave him the seizure. Yeah, so we did have to admit him.
Now the son who has the fractures also has clubfoot.
Did an operation on it before, and because of I didn't get to go back to take out the second set of things, yeah, it is still there. So they are broken. So whenever he's walking, he has to walk and hold on to my shoulder. So wherever I'm going, he's always on my shoulder.
Arlington Myers traveled from the neighboring parish of St. Elizabeth to meet the single father. He's trying to get medical help for his sons, but explains the federal government's cut in donations to hospitals in the U.S. is a major setback.
Medicare, Medicaid was one of their main substance of survival. And most of the hospitals that helped international families and children in medical care, it's very challenging. Plus, it's not guaranteed that they would get a visa. And then you would have to go through to get passports, arrange for interview. It's about $80,000 now. And who is going to go with this child? The father can't leave them. Who is going to go? And he can't leave the other 2.
And so he's challenging the government, political representatives, organizations, and local doctors to help the single father, even as he notes his main goal is to get them into school.
I also reach out from a farm, some callaloo. I do some shopping, some bread, milk, soap powder, and hopefully that can help.
If you want to help Delroy Britton and his sons, you may reach him at 876-433-6614 or 876-365-7486. Krista Campbell, TVJ News.